This Earth of yours will be reduced to a burned-out cinder.
Real wrath of God type stuff. Biblical.
No, not yet.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
I came here to give you these facts.
Dogs in camp, living together. Mass hysteria.
We're going to live on. Today, we celebrate.
Flabbergasted by the Audacity. How are you doing? Are you feeling it yet? Are you feeling it?
Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? I am feeling like this is gonna be the most entertaining election of all time. This is gonna be hilarious. But before we get into the election, let's get into introductions. Cause this is Flabbergasted by the Audacity, and I'm Jamal.
And I'm Patrick.
And this week is just as busy as last time we were here. But before we start that off, I have the very shortest, the short story of like words of wisdom. I don't know what it is, but if you see a homeless person and it's a man, do you give money?
I don't give money to any of them.
Fantastic. But
I did once, and as soon as I did it, I was like, I probably shouldn't have taken my wallet out in front of someone who desperately needs money.
Yeah, no. Wait, you give them like a bill?
I gave them, because at the time I was working in a restaurant, right? So I had tip money, so I had a bunch of change.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, cause like I don't know, I wouldn't tip a guy, but I tipped this. I gave $1 to like an old lady, like a woman. I don't know. I felt like you know what? If you're gonna look homeless, play the part, and she played it very well. Even if she isn't homeless, she did a really good job convincing me that she was homeless. So I'm gonna give her $1 on that one. I'm gonna give her that one. So all of this to say is that if you're homeless and you're a woman, you're pretty good. If you're a guy, get up.
Get up?
Yes.
You,
Yes, bitch.
You just reminded me, this is again, while I was working at the restaurant, one day I came out with my tips, and I hadn't collected them for a while, so I had maybe $100 worth of tips in change
Nice.
in my bag. And
Yeah.
just outside the mall, there's this woman who's like asking for money, and, and I just reach in, grab a handful, and give it to her. And she's like, "Oh my god, this is like $20." And I'm like, "Maybe it is." I don't know.
Maybe
I haven't
it
counted
is,
it.
I'm done.
Because I didn't.
Maybe it is.
Change
It
is
could be
such a
pennies.
pain in the ass to spend.
I definitely don't like carrying it on me, and it's funny because I used to have like a little coin purse, but then I felt gay, so I was like, you know what, I can't have this. So then I just got rid of it. So I just have like a little bit like in my car. So if I'm like, you know, if I'm like going to go buy something that I know doesn't require like a whole lot of money, I'll use the coins then, and then when enough accumulates in my car, I'll roll them up, and I'll bring them to the bank. I just can't be bothered. I can't be bothered having that in my pockets.
It's such a strange thing though, because I went shopping with my mother, and she tried to pay with cash, and she's old fashioned,
Weird,
right?
huh?
So she's paying with the bills, and she wants to get the exact change so the person give back a whole bill, right?
Yeah.
And it takes so long. I was getting embarrassed. I'm like, oh my god, it's 2024, and this is how it is. Like,
It's
you know,
weird.
No one's patient anymore, so you could feel everyone in line
No.
just like staring at you. So
Yeah. Well, I will say it's weird now, huh? It's weird. I find myself asking, do you accept cash? Which is like a
it
weird
used to
thing.
be the opposite, like a
Exactly,
decade
right?
and a half
You'd be
ago.
like, you're like, do you guys accept credit or debit? Now it's like, do you accept because I'm like, I don't know anymore. I don't know if they accept it. You know, so like I know like there's certain. I think the self-service machines at certain stores no longer accept cash.
There's
It's
some
only,
of them.
only by card.
Usually, like 1 or 2 machines out of 10 will take it. But I've never tried to use it because it seems like it'd be complicated. Like a fucking vending machine can't accept the bill unless it's perfectly straight and all that. So.
Exactly right. I don't know. I don't mind self-service when it's a small shopping. If I'm doing a little small shopping or like 4 or 5 items, I'll do self-service. But if it's like 20, 50 items, like I'm gonna have a person scan it for me. I don't know. I don't like doing that myself. 20, 50 items.
Reminds me
But
too
then
much of
there-
the old days, eh?
Yeah, but there's a rush of trying to pack everything, cause like the next person's stuff is coming out. You're like trying to pack your shit up.
Oh
That's
yeah.
why I like places like Super C and Maxi that have like
double
2
lanes,
lanes, right?
the double
Yeah, cause
lanes.
I feel so much more. I feel a lot more relaxed.
Yeah.
Um,
And as a
when
kid,
it's
you'd
too
always
late.
play with the conveyor belt, like, it's moving.
Yeah,
It's moving.
yeah. Oh man, that was my favorite fucking thing. I was like, yeah. I started helping the other people. I was really digging into my fucking stereotype when I was a kid. I was helping other people pack their groceries.
That's a stereotype.
Well, I'm a slave. I'm black, so
Yeah, but
slave.
slaves didn't really like help people. They just worked for free.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
guess
that's
in
actually-
a way it's kind of help.
Yeah.
I mean, in
Anyway.
fact, they were referred to as the help. What am I saying? Ugh, I need to get back on my slavery
There-
history.
There you go, man. See, you gotta back it
But yeah,
on that.
speaking of how like times are changing,
Yeah.
I recently watched the movie Blackberry. And,
Oh, that's the one about the industry, right? About the company.
about BlackBerry, and
Okay,
the
yeah.
only reason I watched it because the trailer was superb, and in
Okay.
that I didn't give a fuck about the company or anything, but the
Yeah.
actors in it and it was really funny, and so I was like, oh, I have to check this out, and I watched it. It's fucking insane.
It's
'Cause
good.
it takes place in the late '90s, right before cell
Yeah.
phones, or technically the beginning
Yeah.
of cell phones.
Yeah.
And you see
yeah.
all the history and how shit advances, and it's just wild to
Okay.
think like, oh, you see step by step how cell phones become like more part of society and all that. Like they were talking
Mm-hmm.
about having 500,000 phones active at the same time, and how that's crazy. And I'm like, what? Everyone today has one.
That's true, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. So and they were even talking about like how addictive it was, and this is like 2001. They're talking about how addictive it is, and I'm thinking about today, like, my God, it's been over 20
That's
years,
nuts. Yeah.
and it's gotten
Well,
substantially worse.
They said that in the last I think they said the last 20 years, technology has never advanced as quickly as it has like now. Like if you look at it from the 1700s to like the 1900s, technology advanced, yes, but not the speed that it's advancing currently, like right now. You know, it's like there are certain robots that are able to do a surgery. Able to autopilot on airplanes. This is all stuff that happened in the last 20 odd years. It's crazy. It really is nuts. It really is. So it's a documentary, or it's a movie.
It's an actual movie.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I might sit down with it. I've not watched a movie in a while. I just don't really have that time anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm a bit of I actually might put that one at the top of the list because it's like a lot of movies that I have like to watch. I say in like quotations. It's like Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
You haven't seen it yet?
And
Guardians 3?
I still have yet to watch. I still have
Dude,
yet to
it's
sit
fucking
down.
weird. You're just sitting there, 30 minutes in, you're gonna be like, oh my God, this is what it's like to watch a good Marvel movie. It's been so long.
Okay. Okay.
I got that
yeah.
feeling. It was weird.
Okay, because like I watched last movie I watched was the biopic of Amy Winehouse, which was pretty good. I liked the actress that they picked to play Amy was very 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 good. I did not realize how much of a heavy. I know you don't. For those who don't know who Amy Winehouse is, she was a singer in the around 2010s. Had a really successful song called Rehab and Valerie. And she died at the age of 27. She joined the famous 27 Club, where a lot of famous singers, actors, actresses die at that age for some reason.
We're coming up on that,
and-
Jamal. You ready?
Exactly, right? There we go. If you get past that year, you're good. You'll get to 80. If you don't, you're fucked. But basically, she was an amazing, talented singer, but was really addicted to alcohol and smoking like crazy. And what really sucked was I found it kind of funny, ironic. She did a song about rehab, about not wanting to go, but then actually went, and then it was too little, too late. She died of alcohol poisoning. Her body had just
She
could
died
not
of
tolerate.
poisoning, not a withdrawal.
No, actually, funny enough, it was like I guess the damage was already done in her system. That regardless of her being clean for however long she was clean for, it didn't matter.
Yeah, I know Lemmy from Motorhead. He went to get his.
Yeah.
He was told like, oh, we might have to have your blood changed because you drank so much over the past 50
Yeah.
years that your blood
Yeah.
is literally poison. But then they
Yeah.
found out like, oh, if we do that, it'll actually send your body into shock because it's not used to having healthy blood in the system. So we're just not
Basically.
gonna do it.
Yeah. So, no, I might watch it. That's BlackBerry. I've loved BlackBerry. Like my first phone was a flip phone. That's not true. My first phone was an LG. But then after that, I was BlackBerry for the longest. I had the Torch, God, I don't know the name of the other phones. I think the last one that I had was like the Z10.
Well,
And those phones, the battery life on that motherfucker, it can last you like a fucking week. Then again, my DMs were dry as hell, so maybe that's why. But like, battery was a motherfucker. That was a strong fucking battery.
But it's a great movie. It really gets you,
Yeah.
like, the way it's paced and all that. You really get on the side of the company that is BlackBerry, and you're like, oh my god, this is so intense. Like, edge of your seat shit. They're trying to make deals left and right to keep the company afloat, and you're just like, oh my
Yeah,
god, how are they
true,
gonna
huh?
do it? What's the next move? Because they have to
Yeah.
keep innovating, right? Because there's a whole race going on.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And eventually they died. They lost. They lost. I think what killed
dude,
them.
their downfall though. I don't know if
do
it
that.
really went this way in real life, but the way they do
Uh-huh.
it in the movie was so bittersweet. I'm like, oh my god, I cannot believe that. So it was
Well,
really
I
well
think-
done, and it was
Okay.
funny at the same time. Not like
Alright.
it wasn't in your face funny. It's more like, huh, that was funny.
Okay, because I know that they're a security company. I know that they still do like security stuff, but I know their biggest issue, or at least when I still had a BlackBerry, was the fact that they didn't have an app store. Their app store was nowhere close to Google Play and the App Store on Apple. Right? Like,
I think
I
Google
remember-
Play came much later. It was the Apple
If it
Store
did-
that was first.
If it did, then even worse, because I remember when I had my BlackBerry, if I wanted to check my Facebook, I would have to go on the internet on the phone and then access Facebook through there because there was no app for it. It had not been, because the way that BlackBerry had it, and you know what though, and I mean I watched the movie and maybe I'll see for like myself, but BlackBerry was all about security. They're all about encryption, and their stuff was super secure, super encrypted, and I think companies like Facebook that want to spy on you and Snapchat and Instagram didn't like that, and maybe that's why they were never able to be put on the phone, because that's what BlackBerry stood for.
I don't think
No?
so, because they go
Okay.
over it briefly in the movie. It's
Yeah.
like, it's like a scene, and it gets brought up again later. They talk about like apps and all that kind of stuff. But at that time, like apps were a brand new thing. No one even thought to do that. So
That's true. Yeah.
because it's crazy to think like everything we have on our phone today, we're like, oh, of course it has that. Oh, why wouldn't it have that? But 20 years
Yeah.
ago,
Fuck.
it just didn't occur
None
to
of that.
people like, oh, we should do this on it, or we should
Yeah.
have that.
No, you're right. Hey, a lot of shit. Like I would have never thought of like Snapchat. That I'm not it's like, I guess you could say like not stupid, but it's like an app
Oh,
where
it's
you
stupid.
can send an app where you can send photos to each other that gets deleted after 24 hours is the new fucking it's porn. It's free porn. Everyone has access to porn, basically.
What?
If you really do think about
How
it.
did you get there from Snapchat? What?
Okay,
'Cause
I'll
of
give
nudes?
you the prime example. Yeah, man. Do you know how many people, like technically speaking, should be arrested because I forgot how they I remember I heard about this case like
I think I did too. You're talking
4
about
or 5
the
years.
teen couple who were exchanging.
Yeah. Yeah, and they got arrested because technically you are in possession of child pornography.
But that's me.
And what's it-
Shut up.
That's me. But you know exactly. But does not make it. And I found that so crazy, and I'm like, really like I don't know, Instagram and Facebook. I don't know. Those are not as I feel like as major. But Snapchat is one of those apps where it's like that. But now all the other apps have caught up with them. Instagram has this thing called vanish mode, where if you scroll up on a DM conversation, everything that you write in there, everything that you send in there will be deleted after 24 hours.
Messenger has it too now.
Messenger
Facebook
has that too. You know, so it's like everyone's kind of all caught on, but Snapchat did it first, for sure.
Yeah.
But,
Well, it's crazy
but
because
yeah.
they touch on this idea in BlackBerry, how everyone just rips
Huh.
each other off and they cut
Yeah,
off.
no,
It's
no.
there's an
Yeah.
example at the beginning of the movie where it's
Mhm.
small tech companies would be struggling to get started, right? And so
Yeah.
in an effort to become big, they would send out samples of their products, like making deals with bigger companies. The bigger company
Yeah.
would take the example product, take it apart, and be like, "Oh, this is how they did it. Let's just do that." And then they
Yeah,
would just
yeah.
cancel the contract, and they essentially stole your idea.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And because it's a small company versus a big company's got all these lawyers that can be like, "No, never happened. We're good."
Yeah, exactly. You cannot do anything.
Yeah.
You cannot do anything. But speaking of better lawyers and a very weak transition into the actual news of the week, I I know that Trump has been trying to go after the newly appointed runner for the Democratic Party, Kamala Harris.
Dude, it's effortless.
Um,
It's effortless. Everyone's doing it. It's not just him.
yeah, well, no, a lot of people are going after her. I don't think that this is gonna stick because the money is she has the right to that money.
What money?
But
What money's
the
that?
the fundraising money.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I read something that Trump was trying to go after her because she's not allowed to have that money yet because she's not the official like nominee of the Democratic Party. But basically, everyone that could have went against her have now backed her, basically. So it's gonna be her versus Trump, 100%. It's gonna be interesting. I am
I think it's a
now
landslide either way.
excited.
I really
Huh?
don't think it changes anything. I really
Well,
don't think it changes anything.
they showed a poll yesterday. She's in the lead. She's in the lead by 2%, which is not much. But they did a poll of white voters,
I'm not
black
gonna lie,
voters.
Jamal. This sounds like fake news.
Well, if it's fake, then so be it. But I saw that I think only Trump is leading, and of course in the white Americans, go fucking figure. But everywhere else, Kamala is leading. I think what this did, as much as I think Trump should on paper still win this election, I have been reading that this has been a resurgence for the Democratic Party in the sense that Democrats who are not even living in USA anymore are gearing up to vote because of the new life that's been brought into into the Democratic Party. My mom said something to me actually a couple days ago, and I said that would be fucking super interesting if that were to go down. They're saying, what if Biden dies right now, before November, basically?
What would that change? I don't understand.
Well, look at it like this, right? A lot of people are gonna be voting for Trump now because he almost got assassinated, and there's a little bit of empathy in there for that, right? I think it would be the same way for the Democrats if Biden were to die. It would just bring out even more Democrats or people who are maybe not really decided just yet, but leaning towards Democrat, to now vote for Democrat because your president is dead. In a way.
To me, it's not even on the same wavelength in any way. Because on one hand, dude almost gets assassinated because of his ideals, ideology, and what he wants. Whereas someone just dies of old age when you've been seeing him deteriorate for the past 4 years.
Well, you know what though? Do you really think he shot him because of his ideology? I think he just shot him because he wanted attention.
Well, there's a whole. Well, that could be it too. But there's a whole. Of course, the conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
That not only was he influenced by the media, but he might have been like directly influenced. But that's a whole other.
Yeah,
thing.
well, because the part that threw me off, like I said, they keep saying that he's a registered Republican, which I still don't know what the
That
fuck
is
that's supposed
weird
to
and
mean.
very odd.
You know, so it's like, for me, it's like you could be right. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I think it's gonna be really hard to find the exact truth, but I will say that based on how this kid lived his life, it was that kind of loneliness to where I want to do something to be recognized. I want to have attention.
Mhm.
You know, he was a loner. No one liked him. He was bullied all the time. I think it was an outlet for him, in a way. I think he wanted to be known. He wanted to be seen, and he said, "Fuck it. This is probably a really good way to do it." You know.
Yeah.
But you could be right. I really don't know. But I am excited to see the next debate. I really am excited to see the next debate.
Oh, well,
For
she's
sure.
gonna get torn to shreds. There's no
I'm
way.
excited.
She cannot debate.
And
She can't answer questions.
I want to see. The thing is, I've been trying, and I put those in quotations, trying, because fucking it's all over the fucking place, to not really watch any sort of media of her or any sort of media of Trump.
You don't want
I've
to be
been trying
influenced.
to. Exactly. I've been trying to just really just not look at anything. I only want to see them when it's debate night, and that's it. Because I've seen Trump debate. I know how he debates. I've never seen how she debates.
Whoa, did you see the last debate with Biden? 'Cause
I
he's-
watched part
he
of it.
switched
It's all,
tactics. He changed up. Yeah, with Hillary, he was like tooth and fang. With Biden, he just let him dig his own grave.
exactly, because I think he knew that he could. Because if you look at him versus the first time around, he was after Biden, Biden this, Biden that, and that I think that's what was his downfall. You are right. He did change up his tactics, and I think it's working. That he's the way that he's doing it. But again, I've never seen how she debates, and I don't want to be influenced by, a couple of bad interviews here and there. All matters aside, I'll see it there. That's when America's gonna be watching. Well, majority of America will be watching the debate. I don't want to see these little fucking. Oh, I was on the View. I don't fucking care.
Mhm.
Say hi to Whoopi. I don't give a fuck. So
Did you know
it's
she
like
was voted one of the most hated celebrities?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of people don't like her. She's alright. I don't know. I
I
don't like
appreciate
anything
her
fucking
acting
talk
and all
shows.
that, but ever since I want to say after 2010,
Uh,
it's just
I
her
don't-
political views are just awful.
I don't. Well, I think they're the only show that like they. I don't. Like Fox News is like a Republican network, right? It's like The View is the hardest Democrat dick rider I've ever fucking seen.
It
I'm like,
really is.
I got it. I got it. You do not like the Republicans. I understand. Like it's kind of like the Social, which is the Canadian feminist show, which I can't fucking stand.
The Social.
It's like
I
at
haven't
least
heard of that one.
don't watch it. At least they try and hide the fact that they're pro women and men are shit and men should fucking kill themselves. I think they try and hide it. They don't hide it very well, but they try to hide it. The view's like, fuck, we hate them. We hate them. I'm like, okay, guys, I got it.
Oh,
You
that
don't
was
need
one
to
of the
explain anymore.
examples. They were talking about the assassination. Like, why would a Democrat do something like this? What was it called? Act on violence or something. And
Mhm.
like, it's just a compilation of all these Democrats calling for like violence and killing of Donald Trump and
Yeah,
whatnot.
no,
And it's
they're-
like, oh, gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, yeah. I think I would really like to do a podcast episode maybe closer to the election once we have a bit more information, I guess, on both sides, and kind of see how it's gonna go down. I think it'd be really cool to watch that. I definitely will be watching election night. Like, if I can, hopefully it's not like on like a weekend. If it's on a weekday, don't bother me after like 6 o'clock. 'Cause I'll be glued to my TV screen watching the election. Um, but away from the election, we'll get back to that later. We'll be talking about for the next couple months, anyways. Getting on to some other pretty funny stuff in the news. I like this story. I find this story so funny. Snoop Dogg, the rapper, will be one of the final torchbearers at this year's Olympic Games. I find it hilarious.
His status as an icon is
It's
it's incredible.
awesome.
It's so
It's awesome.
it's strange to me, honestly.
He's so like he honestly. I read a comment to go. Snoop is just doing side quests at this point. He's just a little shit. He's like, I'm gonna do this, do that.
Like,
It's
is his
yo, the
music
guy-
that big? Because I swear,
His music is majorly big. Like
it?
for a rapper, yeah. I want to say from the late '80s all the way to the early 2000s, Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, those two together could do no wrong. The songs that they've released, will be songs that will transcend to generations. It transcends generations now. Like the one called The Next Episode, which has that famous line at the end of the song, "Smoke weed every day." How many times
Well, it's a
have
meme.
you heard that? It's a meme.
Yeah.
You know, when Snoop Dogg is doing like the little car dance there, where he's kind of like rocking back and forth and moving his arm. That's me. That's in that MLG Pro. Oh my God! Oh, what a headshot! Like he's in there. It's like that song on its own. Just the beat to that song is legendary. It's like Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. You hear that beat in the next episode, you know exactly what song it is. It's one of the most recognizable songs in the world.
how does it go? I don't even.
Sorry, that's still Dre, which is also very popular. The next episode is boom, 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 and it has like a bit of like this is kind of racist Chinatown
No, it's not
sound.
racist.
It's like ba 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 ba.
Something about that makes me think of Kangaroo Jack.
Like maybe I don't know. I see like little like Chinatown in like a city for some reason when I hear that beat. Anyways, like Snoop Dogg, he could just sit in his house tomorrow and be good for life. Like money wise, he
I
doesn't
remember
need any money.
hearing, I think it was MTV wanted to do a reality show on him, and
For sure.
they were like in pre-production and all that, and
Yeah.
obviously reality TV is mostly bullshit. So they would
Yeah.
give him like a weekly script where him and his wife would have a spat,
Yeah.
and he'd be like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, no.
That's
He-
not me."
He's super real. Like he's been everywhere. He was.
He was on Trailer
Uh,
Park Boys. That's how good he is.
Yeah, he was in Trailer Park Boys. He was in NHL 2023. That sometimes when you're playing the hockey game, he would be in the booth with the two commentators while you're playing the game, commentating the game with you. I'm like, he's in the fucking video game. He was doing it live, like actual real hockey, like real life in Los Angeles, like commentating like the Kings game. Him and Kevin Hart did a whole National Geographic shit. Like they like went over it. Snoop Dogg has a YouTube playlist on of the NHL on how to play hockey, the rules of hockey, with Snoop Dogg. Like the guy is everywhere. The guy's fucking everywhere. So I'm very excited for him. I can't wait to see it. Cause if he crip walks, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose my shit if he crip walks as he's running. It's gonna be too funny. But speaking of the Olympics, Canada has brought shame to us.
What else is
Unfortunately,
new?
well, this was really bad because it's so stupid and petty. So the women's soccer team was caught spying on the New Zealand soccer team's practice with drones. So
What?
they were caught that apparently there was two drones recording how New Zealand was running their practice, and I'm going, guys, if we're gonna record a soccer team, let's record England or France or Spain, not fucking New Zealand. New Zealand barely even has a soccer team on its own. They're like right lower than us. Who gives a fuck? Let's go after if we're gonna spy, let's go after a good team. Let's see what the fuck they're doing. So now they're gonna be able to play. The main coach has been sent back home, and I believe some of the players have been sent back home. But FIFA is saying that they might be stripped of playing altogether. Like this is like a major like penalty basically. So which is really stupid because then it harms other Canadians who are actually there, like our fastest runner, Andre DeGrasse, and a really good swim girl. I forgot her name. Like these are really like good trained athletes, and now they have to bear the Canadian flag, knowing that we fucking tried to spy on a soccer team. It's it's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. It's a shame.
I know for a
it's
fact
shameful.
that the drone just had a speaker built in and just kept saying sorry. Sorry. Hey,
sorry.
sorry.
Hey, sorry. Hey, sorry.
Did you know that France is protesting the Olympics?
Yeah, why are they doing that? I heard about this. Explain that a bit more for us.
Well, their anger focuses on a plan to have triathletes and marathon swimmers compete in the Seine River, which has been fouled by sewage and trash for centuries. And the mayor was like, "No, it's okay to swim in there. I'll take a swim in it myself." And then, and he set up she set up a date to go swim in it, and so France, being full of French people, they love protesting and they're pretty good at it. They started essentially spreading the word, like, everyone poop in the river, okay?
Yeah, I heard about. Okay, so that's what it was. Yo, France is fucked, man. I swear, those people,
dude,
are so fucking petty.
I respect them. They get what they want no matter what.
They're
every time they try to change traffic laws over there, everyone just blocks traffic. The whole country shuts down.
Yeah, nah. No, they really are a unified people. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers are unified as a I'm like, yo guys, please chill for a second.
It's like if
so
Americans could be like that,
yeah,
it'd be so much different.
Oh yeah, for sure. But no, we can't fucking do anything. But no, I find that I didn't know about that part. Okay, I know that there's a whole poop in the river. I didn't know why they're pooping in the river. That's very funny. I find that very funny. Speaking of sports, I found this hilarious, and I wish America would have lost, but they didn't. America's basketball team was having a friendly match versus South Sudan. Don't ask me where that is. I don't know where it is. It's in Africa.
Somewhere south.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Really. I think it's somewhere in Africa. I don't know. Anyways, no one on that team is like no one knows anyone on that team. There's no NBA players who play in who are born in South Sudan who now play in America. They're just guys who play, right? They almost beat America. It was 100 to 101. Keep in mind, they've never played. They. I interviewed some of the players. They've never played in an actual court. Their court was milk crates that they would hit attached to a pole and shoot with that, because that would fit a basketball just barely, basically. But it's a square, not a circle. So they weren't used to shooting in a circular hoop, and they almost beat the best team in the world, like for basketball, which is America, was like LeBron James, Steph Curry, all these like
I
fucking.
really would have thought it'd been the Harlem Globetrotters.
No, it's not the Harlem Globetrotters. They're like they're entertainment, but they're also very good basketball players. But they are entertainers at the same time. But the fact that South Sudan almost won would have been the upset of the year, and America would have been the laughing stock for basketball for a while at least. So that I found very funny. So I'm hoping that when the tournament actually starts, South Sudan makes their way to the finals and plays America again and wins. Because if South Sudan wins, it's done. It's over. America's gonna never want to play basketball ever again. It's too funny. So I love that. That's just.
Speaking of places
beautiful.
that sound like they blow up.
Yeah.
You know how Yellowstone is supposed to erupt eventually?
Yeah.
So there was a random explosion that sent tourists running for their lives. Have you seen the clip? It's pretty freaking crazy.
No, I didn't see it. I didn't see a whale try to eat a boat.
I'm sorry, what?
In Canada, no, like Nova Scotia.
I can't believe you're taking away from the super volcano that can end life in North America because of a fucking whale.
Whale? But no, I did not see the video. No, I did not see the video.
What?
I didn't even know about that. So it's Yellowstone. So I suppose it happened near Yellowstone Park?
In Yellowstone Park.
Okay.
It's a tourist attraction, right?
Yeah.
So people were just walking about when all of a sudden the blast occurred. It was around 10 a.m.
Okay.
And it was around 3.5 kilometers northwest of the famous Old Faithful geyser.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire area of Biscuit Basin, including the parking lot and boardwalks, has been closed until further notice for safety reasons, because, that shit's gonna go off.
Yeah.
So there's a video of the explosion. There's a big plume of gray smoke rising over the thermal venting area, and raining down debris and rocks. The visitors included children and people running for their lives. The video I saw was very funny, because it's like a family, right? But half of the family is fast walking, the other half is slow.
That's funny.
So the explosion happened between them, and so they couldn't see each other. It's like, oh my god, I hope they got out on the other side.
Yeah.
But the concern in the person's voice was not to the extent I would expect.
They're like somewhat concerned. They're like,
it's like, oh my god, I hope they got it okay, instead of, oh my god, I hope they're okay.
Yeah, there's like, oh no, like they don't make it like, oh no. Anyways, and it's kind of like complete like disregard. That would be pretty funny.
To be honest,
that's
your
crazy,
father
though.
and sister, I can make new ones. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly right. I did not hear that at all. That's very interesting. Most time I hear like a little bit about it, but the news didn't say anything about it at all. So
you know why? You know why, Jamal?
Why?
No one died.
Exactly, basically, yeah. Someone would have died. It would have been like all over that shit.
If a black dude was killed in the blast, the planet would be considered racist. Earth
For
kills
sure,
black man.
Yeah, exactly. Ban. Then France goes, you know what? Ban the Earth. Ban it.
Why is our poop brown? That's pretty racist. And then all
right?
of the friends just start eating white foods to make this shit.
Exactly, just to try make sure that like, their poop's like not racist. No, that would be pretty funny.
Did we just create a South Park episode?
That would be a pretty good episode.
It sounds like a premise of an old South Park.
It would be, huh? Yeah, it kind of does. But no, I mean, okay. Well, I'll definitely keep my eye on that one for sure.
What about this whale? I do like whales.
Yeah, so this whale. So I was, I watched the news now, and I skipped the boring stuff, and I got to the part where they were saying that this guy was in a boat. They don't know why the whale attacked. Maybe it felt threatened or provoked, basically. But it bit, like they showed the video because someone had like recorded it, and the guy who was in the boat, I mean the boat didn't capsize, thankfully. It was very close to doing that, and he basically the whole engine was fucked. Like the teeth were inside the fucking engine, when it bit, and it did one bite and it swam away. So they don't know why
Wait, a
it,
bite?
it
What kind of
attacked.
whale was this?
It was orca.
Oh, an orca whale.
Yeah, yeah.
They usually avoid encounters with humans.
Exactly. That's why they're trying to. They find it so interesting. Why this one just decided to be like, nah, I'm gonna bite it. And he took a big fucking like that boat almost flipped. It's a pretty cool video. I'm not gonna lie. I watched it a couple times. I was like, this is actually kind of cool. But yeah. So I don't know why. They don't know why. Maybe I'll see today if they do like a part 2 of why it was so like aggressive.
I swear, orcas are
But
terrifying. Like now,
they
Free Willy is a
are
horror movie.
exactly right. We tried. Basically, this kid tried to make sure that a fucking murderous villain got out, basically,
It's the
free.
equivalent of letting a serial killer.
Exactly. No, that's what it is. Like, it's like, oh my god, it's so nice. Yeah.
It's like, wow, it's so cool and majestic. Meanwhile, it tortures its prey and plays with them
Exactly.
and tears them to shreds.
You should have been like, okay, well then go swim with it, Timmy. Go see what happens. Go swim.
Well, no, that's the thing though. They don't attack people typically. That's why it's strange.
That's why. Yeah, that's why I
It's
find
a-
it very weird. I don't know. I really do not know why it did that. So I'll check up on it. I'll see if I can find like another video about it.
There's a video on Reddit I saw
right.
recently, and it's a person diving, and
Mhm.
out of the darkness just comes a fucking orca, and it's massive, and it just literally
Oh,
stares
shit.
at him. It just stares
Oh,
at him like curious, and then it
Yeah.
swims away, comes back with another orca,
Oh,
and there's
he's
just
like-
two giant whales just staring at him like, huh, a human, and they swim away.
hey, well, you want to go? Hey, Jim, come here, Jim. Look at this fucking idiot. Look at this fucking idiot. Okay, let's go.
Doesn't even have
Alright,
flippers.
that.
He's retarded.
Yeah, he's fucking retarded. Look at this guy.
Leave him to
No.
die.
Yeah, exactly. Just leave him alone. He's a fucking loser, anyways. I thought that's actually pretty funny. I like that.
If I can be
like that.
reincarnated as an animal, orca would be like near the top of the list at least.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
Like
I would definitely
eagle,
like that.
orca, maybe a shark.
Yeah, I definitely wanna fly. I
Flying
think
would be
flying
cool.
would be really fun.
I'd be an eagle, just swoop down and terrorize people.
Yeah.
Grab babies.
I'm trying to think. There was something else that I wanted to talk about, and it's not coming to me right now. I don't know.
Oh, I was.
Well, apparently there was a little tornado that happened in
touchdown
Montreal
on the
today.
South
Yeah,
Shore.
yeah.
Dude, weather yesterday was crazy.
It was a bad. It was funny because it was like there were like periods of it where it wasn't like crazy bad, and then it picked up again. Like 3 o'clock in the morning, I had to close all the windows. My mom had like opened up the windows to like let some air in. I had to go close it because there was water like coming fucking inside. Like it was like raining sideways. Fuck.
You just you turn to get out of bed. You put your feet on the floor. It's wet. You're like, huh?
You're like-
Usually the pool is outside. Wait a minute.
Exactly, right? So nah. Well, I mean the only other thing that's been going on is the fucking forest fires all over the place, but nothing
Again,
else
they
is
started.
new.
I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah, British Columbia's on fire, Alberta's on fire. It's the same old, same old. I don't get it. They said that like last year they're gonna. Well, it's true. It's like at this point, it's like I'm not even like phased anymore. I'm like, okay, because they said that they're gonna try and do something in like the fall to protect the trees from like catching on fire next summer. Obviously, that did not work because they're still fucking going at it. So yeah, I really do not know. So, but oh yes, this is what it was. I finally found it. So, I've not said this name in a while, but COVID-19
Oh god.
cases have been rising actually.
It's the
These last couple
Democrats.
of days.
They want it back.
It's the Democrat. So, for example, on April 1st, the test positivity rate in Quebec was 2.33%. It is now 7. It was up by 7% by June. It is now 16%. So that's pretty high. All they're really gonna do about it is just to get like a booster shot in October. But not. I'm not getting that shit. You can fucking forget
Yeah,
it.
not again.
So, but yeah, so basically it's on the rise. It's a little bit interesting, but the biggest wildfire, sorry, is in Jasper, Alberta,
Mhm.
which it took a turn like quickly because of like the wind. It got there a lot faster to the point where they actually had to like evacuate the first responders because it came so quickly. So they said that rain's supposed to be coming today and tomorrow, but I did like what one fire department said. They go, it doesn't count until it's on the ground. And I was like, that's fair. That's 100% fair. You can say there's rain, but if there's no actual rain, then you're bullshitting. But
You're just bullshitting at that point.
it's like you're a fucking liar. There's no fucking rain. What the fuck are you talking about? So, but I am excited for the Olympics. It's next week. It's Sunday, right? When it starts?
I hate the Olympics.
I don't like watching all of it, but there are certain events that I want to see. But what I normally just do is just go on CBC on the YouTube channel CBC, and they upload everything that Canada wins. So that's all I really
none of the
care
losses or anything.
about. No, none of the losses. No, it's
No
only the winners, which is
participation
great.
videos. Only
Yeah,
victories.
no. So I just watch those most of the time because I can't watch the 6 hour, like, fuck, it's too long.
Yeah. Well, that's why that's where my hatred towards the Olympics comes from, is because it would
Yeah.
always interfere with my regular TV programming. Mind you, this is like 2010 when streaming wasn't that much of a
Netflix,
thing
yeah.
yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'd be like, why
Now.
the fuck are the Olympics? I wanted to watch Family Guy.
Yeah, it's true, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I will definitely be watching it. I think that's always fun. I'll be it'll be a part of the podcast for the next couple weeks. So you have to fucking deal with that bitch.
So, quick question, Jamal.
Yes.
How often do you think about ancient Rome?
Oh, I love this question. I don't really think about it too often. Maybe like once, twice a year. But I do think about it. Why?
All right, follow-up question. Were gladiators a part of ancient Rome, or am I mixing up my
Yes.
history? Yes? Okay, good. So, have you seen the movie Gladiator from like 2000? Russell Crowe?
Yes.
The iconic scene. Are you not entertained?
Yes.
You've seen it, yeah?
Yeah. Of
Alright,
course.
so they're doing a sequel, of course, 'cause that's all I do now.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
Denzi's in it, playing himself,
Denzi?
essentially. And,
Yeah. Denji can't play anyone else. He just plays himself. Sorry.
No, he usually he doesn't, that's the thing. It's in this...
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I always feel like every time the thing of someone else. Who's the actor where it's like no matter what he plays, it's just him.
Jamie Foxx.
Thank you. I know. It's some black fucking guy. I'm going. It's like, yeah, Jamie Foxx. 'Cause I remember him in Bucky and Baby Driver. It was awful, Baby Driver. God.
No,
Anyways,
he's
yeah.
fine. He's just playing himself. It's okay.
Yeah, he just plays the same fucking guy. He's always the same hothead black guy. That's all that he plays.
No. So they...
He has yeah. Anyways, go. So
yeah.
Denzi.
So they dropped the trailer for Gladiator 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Okay.
And immediately everyone's like, no one wants this, no one asked for this, there's no need. It had a great
Yeah.
ending, it was a one and done, why are you doing
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
But it didn't stop there, because obviously it takes place ancient times. And people who edit, direct, put out trailers have no, they're tone deaf. So of course they put
Yeah.
rap music in it because Denzi's there.
Denzi. Exactly.
And everyone's like, what the this is what I need in my ancient Rome movie. Some rap music.
It's a fucking Tupac.
And so it started the debate of why do they always put rap music in movie trailers specifically when there's a prominent black actor? Isn't that racism? Because Jamal, they also did
Yeah.
the same thing with Assassin's Creed, the Japan game.
Yeah.
The main character's black, and of course they had to put rap music in the trailer.
I guess it's just like, well, you know what though? When I hear rap, I'm thinking of a black person, unless it's Eminem. Besides that, I'm not thinking of fucking like Macklemore or like Logic. Like,
But
I'm not
doesn't
thinking
that
of
make
those
it a
guys.
stereotype?
It is a stereotype, 100%. 100% it's a stereotype. But I think it's one of the stereotypes that we're just kind of allowed to happen, and we're not like upset about it. I don't know. It's very common. It's also I don't know. I do like rap music in my movies. I think it brings a little bit of hype to it, depending on the song. I don't want no fucking Macklemore.
Well,
Same love
the
song. in
greatest
there.
example I have, or where it really
Mhm.
bothered me, because like sometimes it works.
Yeah.
That actually BlackBerry had a mix of both rock music and rap music,
Mhm.
but the rap music like played a purpose as well as the rock music, right?
That's good. Okay.
So it balanced both. But where
Yeah.
it doesn't work is where this is like specifically in a movie. One of my favorite movies of all time, Pacific Rim. First movie.
Okay.
Stars a white dude rather. It's a white
Yeah.
dude and an Asian chick. So
Yeah.
the soundtrack is rock and with a bit of Japanese influence.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what the soundtrack features. But they're not songs by artists. It's just
Yeah.
It's by Ramin Djawadi, whatever. His
Okay.
name. I can never pronounce it.
Okay.
But yeah, and he did the whole soundtrack, and then of course the sequel gets announced. They put out the trailer, starring John Boyega.
Yeah.
So you know that killer theme song from the first movie? Nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Rap
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, this is not gonna be good. And of course it was not
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
lost the was like
The viewers.
no, that's just that. Well, it's like music is a big part of cinema, right?
100%. 100%.
It reflects tone, atmosphere, emotion, all of that.
Yeah.
And as soon as you drop that, just to be like, oh, it just kind of sounds neat, I guess, it takes
Yeah.
away from it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. So it's like I don't know. It's like it. I definitely can agree with you. Certain movies it doesn't work. But I guess I think it's like what's that word? It's like relativism, where it's like you see a trailer, there's a black guy, there's some rap music, you feel comfortable. You're like, this is normal. I guess it would feel weird if you play it and then you hear Taylor Swift.
That would
it's
be
like-
worse, honestly.
Yeah, that would be worse. But it's like I guess it's like that safety net, that safety of. There's a black guy, there's gonna be some rap music, we're good. But you know what though? But it's used everywhere. Even like famous comedians who are black, a lot of time when they come out, it's a rap song when they come out. 9 times out of 10.
I like to think that they choose it themselves, though. You know.
Yes, but I think the studios also choose it. I think Denji's probably also going like, yeah, I want rap music in my intro. I think Denji's okay with that.
Well, that's the thing though. Denzel isn't even like the main character. He's like the main character's what do you call that?
Sidekick?
Not a sidekick, a mentor. He's like his mentor.
Okay.
So he's like
Yeah, but
he's like a side character,
Yeah.
you know? Supporting
Yeah.
character.
But I don't know. I'm not opposed to it. I do get what you're saying. I think it depends on like the movie, if they have like a very specific soundtrack or like
Well,
you know,
Jamal,
or
that's what I'm saying though. This is an ancient Rome movie.
Yeah, I
and
know. I get it.
It's not like
I get
It's
it.
not like John Wick type action. It's like
Yeah,
it's a period piece essentially.
yeah. No, I get that. I mean, yeah, Patrick,
Jamal,
look at cinema.
imagine you're watching The Godfather.
Yeah.
And like,
and
no, not just that. I was thinking more like, you know, the iconic scene of the horse head in the bed.
Yeah.
The dude wakes up, right, and all you hear is like the build up, let the bodies hit the floor. And
Yeah.
as soon as he pulls the bed sheet back, and then he yells.
That'd be pretty funny.
It
That'd be
doesn't
pretty funny,
fit.
though.
That's my point, though. It just,
I know.
shouldn't
It'd be
there.
funny though, but it'd be funny. It'd be really funny. But no, I get what you mean. I don't know. It's one of those things where, and like I said, we spoke about this. I feel like a broken record because we said this plenty of times. That like it's just how movies are done these days. That there's no love, there's no care in it. You know, it's like this movie was made in 2000, and they're like, oh, 25 years later, let's pull out a movie.
Mhm.
It's like let's like blindly pick it, like that one, make a sequel.
Well,
And-
I have a theory though. I think the creative people are so disconnected from the money,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously the money controls everything, right? So all
Exactly.
because a lot of movies are paid for by rich people who are just disconnected from the whole thing. They just
Yeah,
go, oh,
yeah.
it's like gambling for them essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, this
exactly.
could work. We'll just make that, and I'll get some
Yeah.
profit on it. And then,
Yeah.
and they don't care how it gets done. Just do it.
Exactly.
Make a
So,
sequel to this. Do it. And
Yeah.
the people at the
Yeah.
bottom who are the creative people are just like, well, I guess we can do this. No, don't do that. That doesn't sell well. You have to do
Yeah.
specifically this. I need
Exactly.
you to make
So,
take these instructions. You know,
Make-
I'll give you an analogy, okay? So
Yeah.
you have an artist, right?
mhm,
We'll say they're a painter.
okay.
And they say, okay, I need you to paint me this exquisite canvas, just a landscape painting, okay? Can you do that for me?
Mhm.
Oh, of course, no problem. All right,
Yeah.
but first, before you get started, let me just take your paint. I'm just gonna put it in the corner of the room here, just the corner. Your canvas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just break that in half. Okay, it's
Yeah.
broken in half. Okay.
Yeah.
And now give me your hands. Let me tie you up real quick. You know, better yet, lie on this table. I'm gonna strap you down on this table real quick. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn the lights off.
Yeah.
You chained it? Okay, good. You're locked down. Perfect. Paint's over there. Canvas over there. Broken. Good. All right, do your best. Bye.
Yeah, exactly. It's like and they go and then the guy goes into another room, prints out like a painting, puts it in, like, there you go, you made that, right? All right, I'm gonna go sell this now. It's like, I know, I get what you mean, and I don't think it's gonna change until France comes over here and they'll take care of it.
No, it's gonna
They'll
change when
start
they
pooping.
absolutely run out of money because it's all going down.
Hopefully, I really hope that I hope that you're right. I hope that you're fucking
Dude,
right.
Jamal, Disney's last chance, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, they gotta.
If they don't get it out of the park,
they're pushing.
ads are everywhere
Ryan,
for it.
Ryan has been on every fucking like talk show for the last week.
Yeah, him and Hugh Jackman
Great.
just tag team and everything.
Yeah, because they gotta. This movie better be like
But it is
Avengers, like Infinity War
yeah.
type shit.
They're expecting it to be $1 billion movie.
Yeah, I mean it looks good.
I have no interest. I just can't anymore.
I'm gonna watch it. I just like Ryan, so I'm watching for Ryan.
Oh, I love Ryan and
Yeah.
Deadpool as a series is pretty good. The first one's great.
Yeah.
The second one's just good.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it just to see, but I will watch that BlackBerry one. That definitely.
It's excellent. It's excellent. Check
I
it out.
definitely will try and just sit down with that one.
Do you watch Always Sunny, the sitcom?
Also, no, I know a lot about it, but I never.
Because the character who has the implication meme,
Yeah.
he plays one of the main characters and he's excellent in that. He's great.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
That's good. Some nice familiar faces. Well, Patrick, let's see what next week holds for us, because every week seems to be more and more busy. So this is good. For the viewers. Yeah.
What?
Keep watching.
Keep
Keep watching.
Okay.
Keep watching. Keep listening. Keep using those ear holes and process our information.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Sorry. Let's just go. Just say the words, Jamal.
Yeah. I don't think I want to anymore.
Get me out of this.
Get me out. Let me out. Well, this is Flabbergasted by Audacity. I'm Jamal,
And I'm Patrick.
and we'll see you guys.
Next time. Yeah.
The decision rests with you.